thought I'd try a slightly different video. I know I always react to videos that are music videos and that kind of thing, but I've seen a lot on TikTok about the difference between American humour and British humour. And I mean, yeah, I'm British, like you can hear it in my voice. And I've seen all these things on TikTok about how Brits don't get American sarcasm and Americans don't get British sarcasm. But I just wanted to see what's the difference between the comedy. And I've seen quite a lot of channels do that recently. And actually, a creator called Tyler Rumpel, if that is his name, he did a video on it. And it made me think, actually, I might like to bring that into my little community here and start learning about other cultures and countries as well on this channel. Since I do listen to international music, I feel like learning about the cultures and about the music from the country I'm listening to is a good idea. So I don't really listen to that much American music, so to speak, but just due to everything going on social media, I thought it was about time I saw a video about what the difference is. And yeah, and just for me personally, I do have quite a dark humour, pretty sarcastic. Sometimes I don't even know when I do it at this point, but I know I do. And I think that just speaks so much. So let's do a little reaction to now the channel Now You See It and their video called British versus American Comedy. What's the difference? And frankly, I'm not really sure, so let's get going.
I think it's wrong to say either style of comedy
I'll
is
agree
better.
with
I
that.
find it kind of annoying when people say British comedy is always smarter or wittier. Have you seen Arrested Development or 21 Jump Street or even a SpongeBob episode?
Be careful, Patrick. Being an artist is a heavy responsibility. Each work of art is like a child and must be treated as such.
Come on! I was just gonna draw a cartoon.
Okay, why do you say so?
There's definitely very smart writing on both sides
Yeah.
of the Atlantic. But that doesn't answer the question. What makes them different?
Talking about
Wasn't Ricky
the big
Gervais
two, Britain
in
and
the American Office as
Um,
well?
so
Like for an
just the one.
episode?
I think the first step is to take a British comedy and see how its American adaptation changed. What's the difference between David Brent and Michael Scott? By season 2, the US Office begins its movement away from the UK original. We even see a subtle cinematic change by brightening the lights in the office. While originally just a way to differentiate it from the UK version, the added brightness seems to serve as a nice metaphor for the adaptation as a whole.
But the big difference is
I've not seen the British Office. I've only seen the American,
Americans are
and
more
I'm so
optimistic.
obsessed with it. I want the Lego
And
Office.
and
So
that's due to the fact that Americans are told they can become the next president of the United States. And they can. British people are told it won't happen to you. And they carry that. They carry that with them.
There's no doubt that America lightened up the show. Michael Scott had his failures, but there's a hope to it. In one episode, he wasn't invited to Jim's party, but shows up anyway, genuinely hurt and bitter.
Wow! Who opened the morgue for this thing?
He picks a duet song and no one will sing it with him. Reluctantly, Jim joins in, giving Michael a big cheesy
I
smile
remember
and
this
an overall
episode.
happy ending to the episode. But when David Brent performs, it's still funny, but a different kind of funny. Nobody pities him or cheers him on, they all just watch in embarrassment.
the second-hand embarrassment, the cringe is real. It's real.
There's no happy
Yeah.
ending, and it's not very hopeful. Or look at how both characters wrap up their time on the show. Spoiler alert. Michael Scott quits to move with his fiancée to Colorado, and David Brent begs for his job back.
I will try twice hard. I really will. I know I've been complacent, and I'll turn this place around if we just say that it's not definite now. And
Of course, this doesn't include the Christmas special, which was a lot happier.
Put it this way, the American comic hero, like John Belushi or someone like that, is the, you know that scene in Animal House where there's a fellow playing folk music on a guitar, and John Belushi picks up the guitar and destroys it.
Well,
And
guitar.
the cinema loved it because he just smashes it and then waggles his eyebrows at the camera. Everyone says, God, he's so great. Well, a British comedian would want to play the folk singer. We want to play the failure.
Get her engine started, leave a purring and a roll on by, free love on.
So maybe the difference is the optimistic American dream versus the dark British reality? At least that's
We
what many
Brits feel
people think
like
about
some
it.
dark
Europe is
humour.
just basically a gene pool of people whose ancestors said, I don't think I can risk
No, I can't risk it. America is a gene pool of people say, let's risk it.
Yeah, let's
try it.
But I think that answer is too easy, because you have to ignore the fact that Americans love the failures, like Shaun from Shaun
I
of
do
the
love
Dead,
Shaun of the
and
Dead.
plenty of modern American sitcoms feature losers who never get their redemption.
Wait, is that Gina Linetti?
Frankly, I think it's an outdated theory. The past television era of Married with Children and Seinfeld and Friends always featured the classic wise guy who always had the funny one-liner for every moment.
See, you know how to take the reservation, you just don't know how to hold the reservation.
But I think in the last 10 years, we're starting to see a self-awareness of this American dream optimism style of comedy. In It's Always Sunny, there certainly is that feeling of hope in the characters. They think they can accomplish anything, but they always take it way too far by becoming violent, cruel, and hilariously backstabbing. It's almost a critique on American optimism. In America, you're supposed to succeed, but at what cost?
Look, if we use a gun, we're definitely gonna need a silencer. A gun? Fine, no guns, no guns. Piano wire, okay? Maybe we can use the piano wire. Look, whatever it is, I gotta be the guy to pull the trigger on this thing.
Not to mention they always fail and face the consequences. And it seems like not one single thing ever works out for Larry in Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I need them!
Step out of the car, please.
Oh, come on, are you serious?
And an episode of Louie ends with his date running into a helicopter to escape him. It doesn't get more pathetic than that. So maybe some American comedy pokes fun at the hope and lighthearted nature of past sitcoms. Or maybe American comedy is even shifting towards that British cynicism. Or maybe we'll always hold that American optimism in our hearts. And even in the millennial generation, where the American dream seems to do nothing but screw us over, it'll always be ingrained in our culture and mindset to shrug it off and keep on trying.
I'm not going to take no for an
Do
answer.
keep on
because
trying in Britain
I
as
refuse
well,
to do that
except,
because I'm a winner. And
you know,
winners, we don't listen to words
we just
like,
turn it into humour as well.
or don't, or stop. Those words are just not in our vocabulary.
I know this is a topic a lot of people get passionate about, but I hope the comment section doesn't get too heated. At least, I don't expect some kind of Spanish Inquisition.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Thanks for watching.
Here it is, a groove slightly transformed.
Interesting.
Just a bit of a break from the norm.
So, really, the only difference is, like, the American comedy seems to just have more, like, lightheartedness. Like, there's less, like, there'll still be important issues within there, but they just push it off and move on. Whereas us Brits, like, me personally, like, I do love a bit of dark humour. Like, just generally, I love a bit of dark humour. I'm really sarcastic, probably too sarcastic for my own good. Like, sometimes I do literally have to hold my tongue and not make a comment, but that's just British humour. But yeah, that was really interesting. If you are American or British and you have experienced either side of it, what do you prefer? What's your humour like? And what should I check out? Like, what American comedies should I check out? What American programs should I check out? I have watched quite a few. I'm obsessed with Big Bang Theory, seen Friends hundreds of times. The Office, I do watch on repeat quite a lot. So, yeah, if there's any you recommend me watching, I will check them out as long as I have access to them. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you want me to do more kind of reacting to different cultures, I will incorporate that into the channel. I just thought I'd give this a go. So thank you for watching. Have a brilliant day wherever you are, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!